Yeah, that's about 100 yards where that big one is, my guesstimation.
Yeah, what we did was we had a circle of chairs, and we had some folks watching this road to the right. My brother and I were watching this direction, and then some were watching the road up this way. It was a little bit darker. It was a little more toward dusk. And
So what did you see?
okay, so my brother and I were sitting there, and at first, I thought I saw something leaning out from the side of the road, like a dark shape, a dark head. And I looked at my brother, and then and he kind of looked at me, and I said, "Do you see that?" And about the time, then it just stepped in the middle and stepped across. Real tall, dark. But from here, we really couldn't see a lot of definition. We just knew it was awfully tall, black hair, and it just stepped across in 2 steps, one to the middle, one to the side, and he was across just that quick. And then I looked at my brother, and we were just both like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?" And then we started yelling for Troy, and he said, "Well, I told you to watch that spot." So
And about what year was this?
this was in June of 2014. It was on the Kaimishi Mountain Adventures expedition. We were supposed to have the expedition in May, but we had flooding rainfalls here, so we put it off a month, and came, and it was an evening about like this. We stayed till about midnight, and the activity just escalated the longer we were here. We went lights out, no flashlights. We just stayed in this circle and watched and listened, and we had rocks throwing from the beginning. We had whispers, chattering. We had rock clacks down at the creek, wood knocks. Then as the evening went on, it just progressively got more and more aggressive. We heard a tree pushed over, and then one screamed from this side, but it sounded like further down the hill. And then we had a rock, a fairly good sized, like baseball sized rock, came flying over and landed in the middle of the chairs. And one of the group reached down and picked it up and threw it back this direction and screamed. And then that's when the tree was pushed over, and then it screamed again, and you could tell it was coming up, and it was much, much louder. And that's when we decided maybe it was time to go. But I remember sitting here at one point when it was getting pretty intense, but Troy was going to walk down there toward where we were hearing a lot of the noise, and he was speaking Choctaw and trying to calm them down. And my brother and I were sitting here, and we look up, and we see the silhouette against the sky, and we see a rock about the size of a football coming out toward Troy, and we hollered at him, and it hit the middle of the road, and then that's when the tree got pushed over, and he's headed back this direction. And he said, I think we've definitely worn out our welcome, and we probably need to load up and go there. What we think happened was, because we were hearing noises from both sides and from back here, is that we must have shown up, and there must have been some of the clan down at the creek on this side and some of the clan over here on this side of the road, and we had them split up. And with us here in the middle, they wanted to get back together, and they were upset that, this is what we were trying to piece together, theorize why they were so agitated. But I think we had the group separated, and it was getting dark, and it was dark then, and they wanted to get back together, and we were preventing that, and that's why they were getting so angry. And then of course when one of the persons in our group grabbed the rock and threw it back in the woods and screamed, then that really upset them. And man, so the second scream, when it was coming up from the creek bottom, it just went through me, and that's when I kind of lost it. And I told Troy, I said, I don't want to meet what's making that noise. So he said, yeah, I think it's time to go. And so we all jumped in the pickup and headed back out.
Anyway.
This is called Boktuklo Mountain. We're on the ridge line running east-west, and off either side here goes down to a creek on this side and a creek on this side. In Choctaw, Boktuklo means two creeks.
So we just heard a bunch of crunching on the parabolic mic, and Kurt, I think, has got some of it recorded on the parabolic mic, but something's definitely stepping and crunching in this direction.
It's moving this way. Was it?
Yeah.
You hear it?
Man, did you hear that big snap?
So Evans says he just saw something black with his FLIR right down this trail here. And we're walking down to the creek. He still sees it in the FLIR. Trying to be quiet. Here's a nice little water hole back down here at the bottom of this hill. It's the creek.
Oklahoma cottonmouth.
See the pointed, see the shape of the,
He's cold-blooded. Oh, which way's he going?
Oh, that's probably what we heard.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah. Got that triangle head. Look at that triangle head.
So there's Evans, and he's right down there where he saw the creature cross when he had his Bigfoot sighting. He said the creature crossed in 2 steps. Took 1 step and it was in the middle of the road, and then 1 more step and it was off the road, and he said it crossed from right to left. And so I want to come down here and just kind of see the exact spot where it crossed and what's going on right here in this spot. What do you see?
Something snapped off that tree. I mean, there's nothing else torn up around here. Why just that particular little elm tree?
Yeah.
And where's the top of it? I mean, that's a good 1.5 inch diameter elm tree. Part of it is still green. Little winged elm. Something snapped off the top. Where's the top?
So you don't think it would have been wind?
There's no other. You look around.
Yeah.
There's no other damage to anything else.
True, yep. It's just that one tree.
If you look at it from this angle, this side, you can see where the top of that tree was twisted off. But there's another one back there too, another smaller one that's been twisted off. But why these other trees around here, there's no problem with them. Okay, it looks like maybe the top of that tree up in those branches there?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Looks like the top of the tree was tossed up in those branches.
Yep.
Now why just...
And it's right off this kind of a trail.
Yeah.
Kind of a trail through here. A marker of some sort marking that trail. Who knows? But a few feet this way is where the creature crossed the road. So we're going to come take a closer look and see maybe why it would have crossed in this particular spot.
This is the closest spot to where it crossed the road, and looking down here why it would be here, you can look right down through this trail here. It goes right straight to that creek right there. You see the creek bottom down there?
Mm-hmm. Yep, so this is probably where it came out. And
now once it crossed the road,
across the road right here. And I mean, it's coming over here.
Yeah, look, oh, that's a great trail.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
much slope. Just goes
Yep.
right down through there.
Yeah. So it might know this terrain and know this spot.
Yeah, knew this was a good spot to cross because you could easily get to the creek over there, and then you come up here and you have a nice, easy trail down to the creek on this
Because
side.
literally just right here is a drop off.
And-
So it knew to go right there and go down in there.
And this is a good example of where the mid-tarsal flexation of the foot, it would pays off, where we're grasping with our toes the best we can. Their foot is collapsing and sticking right to the upward.
That's amazing.
it is.
You know, we wonder why would it cross here, and we just saw easy trail to the creek on that side, on the north side, on the south side of the road, a gentle slope down to the other creek. That's just amazing, amazing.
Makes sense when you piece it together.
Yeah, look at the trails.
This is okay. There's a footprint. If that ain't a footprint, then I'm a. Look at that. Oh, look at that big toe. Walk on down, you'll see it. See it? Right? Boom. Is that not a footprint, or am I?
I'm not seeing what you're looking at.
Okay.
I think I got it on the camera, I
Okay.
think.
It's probably not.
Go ahead and point.
Okay. Right here, full of leaves now. See the big toe? Toes. Right here. Heel. Heel back here. Movement. Big toes splayed out. Big toe right here. It's a. I thought it was a left foot. No, it's old.
Oh
There's
my
some.
gosh, look here, guys.
There's some similar.
Right here. This has been broken, twisted and broken right here.
Yep. Do you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
I put the camera on it even.
Right. Can
And
you
then you
see
went
it?
right to it.
I can see it now that you, yeah.
Okay.
So he probably stepped down off the road going that way.
And there's push downs on past here. There's one down here. That is a long stride. And
That's probably not like castable.
no. And we were just talking about that on the way down here. The sand just. Remember I showed you on the sandbar how when the pressure is released as the foot lifts off the sand, it collapses.
Yeah.
Then that's the end of it. Ow.
Just amazing. I mean, we wondered why it would cross right here, and we're looking at the trail on this side, the trail on that side. And then we look up, and this branch here on this tree right next to the trail is twisted and broken right here. I mean, what's the odds that this is just coincidence? It's a sign that here's where you cross. You got a gentle trail on this side, gentle slope on that side, where the rest is steep drop-offs and ridges. And it's just amazing.